Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Well, thanks for joining us. You're watching KSLA News Now. I'm Jeff Horchak. Here's a look at our top stories tonight. Shreveport police have confirmed a suspect has been arrested in the shooting death of the teenager by the name of Martavian Loston. According to SPD, the arrest is of a 15-year-old male that has been charged with possession of a firearm in a park, as well as possession of a firearm by a juvenile. The SPD is working with the Caddo Parish District Attorney's Office on the homicide charges. We'll hear from SPD officials on the latest developments with the case coming up tonight at 10. And looking into East Texas, the capital murder trial of a Hallsville man ended in a mistrial. That's according to the Harrison County District Attorney's Office. Prosecutors say they intend to bring this man, 28-year-old Darius Gates, to trial again in 2026 for the 2023 shooting deaths of Keon and Dwayne Jernigan. Now, he also led Harrison County officials and officers on a chase into Gregg County prior to his arrest. Gates' defense argues the shooting was done in self-defense as Gates feared for his life. Well, Red River Parish deputies say one man's been arrested after we're told that he stabbed a LifeShare Blood Center worker at a blood drive. Now, we're told that deputies arrested 27-year-old Ethan Cade Anderson and then charged him with aggravated second-degree battery in the attack. Now, this all happened last night at the Martin community during a service at the Mann Church on Louisiana Highway 507. That's where a blood drive was also taking place. Now, deputies say the attack on the blood center worker was unprovoked, and he was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Well, with the rise of young gun violence, the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office is trying to make a difference in the lives of the younger generation. The Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office will be offering a free youth diversion program called CHOICE, which stands for Choosing Healthy Options Instead of Criminal Engagement. Now, the first free class is scheduled for Saturday, October 11th. That's tomorrow from 9 to 1. It'll be held at the Community Relations and Crime Prevention Office located on Corporate Drive right here in Shreveport. You can find additional information at our website. Just go to ksla.com.
Well, it turns a little cool out there tonight, but we have a beautiful weekend forecast on the way. I'll have the details on that coming up next.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
And welcome back. Here's a live look over downtown Shreveport and Bossier. Beautiful evening that we have, although temperatures are dropping pretty quickly out there right now. So if you're out late tonight, you might want to throw on that jacket. But high pressure is going to be the big weather story over the next several days. High pressure dominating our forecast, sitting basically right on top of us. And when you get underneath high pressure, you get sinking air in the atmosphere. As that air sinks, it compresses and it warms up. So that's going to lead to warmer than normal temperatures. And also sinking air leads to a lot of sunshine. Clouds don't really like to form when that air sinks towards the surface. So basically what this means for us is that it's more of the same for the next 7 days. More sunshine, more dry weather, not a chance of rain at all over the next 7 days. Looking pretty quiet. And looking at our rainfall potential over the next 7 days, you can see there's nothing at all anywhere in the Arklatex. Normally you'd see some sort of color showing up here, which would indicate some rainfall, but we just don't see that at all really anywhere in our viewing area. You'd have to go all the way west to see some rainfall out to the west and then along the east coast, but right in between, right through here, that's where that high pressure is sitting, and that's why we're not going to see much of anything for a while. Here's that forecast heading into the evening hours. Clear skies, temperatures will fall out of the 60s and back in the 50s. So it is going to be a bit cooler out there tonight, down to 59 in Shreveport, 60 Texarkana, but most other areas, just like last night, looking at those overnight temperatures in the mid-50s. So it is going to be maybe a little bit cool first thing on your Saturday, but Saturday is really going to be a gorgeous day across the area, starting off with sunny skies and cool conditions in the morning. As we head towards the afternoon, we'll see a lot of sunshine here. Temperatures topping out in the upper 80s, which is above average. Our average highs should be in the low 80s, so we will be above average across the region. 88 for that high in Shreveport, near 90 Texarkana. Looking at some upper 80s down towards Natchitoches, Coushatta, and Marshall, Texas at 87. And then looking at that 7-day forecast here, we got more of the same. As I mentioned, this is a pretty stagnant pattern, which means that we're not going to see a lot of changes from day to day. So that brings more sunshine pretty much all of next week. And you can see very persistent temperatures each day around 90, overnight lows in the low to mid 60s. So at least it's comfortable at night, and we're not going to have much humidity either, and just a very dry 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you so much, Matt. That wraps up our 9 p.m. Fastcast. You can join us right here for our next newscast coming up at 10 o'clock. As always, stay first alert to any breaking or developing news in the Arklatex by simply downloading our KSLA News 12 app. We'll see you in less than an hour.